Hi everyone, my name is Monique, and today I'm going to be playing through a game that is currently on Kickstarter called Rolling Deep, A Journey to the Center of the Earth. This is a game designed by Peter Hayward and published by Bitewing Games, who are helping sponsor this video. And in this game, you are a trio of adventurers who are trying to journey to the center of the Earth. And so this is a dice rolling solo game that plays in about 45 minutes, in which over the course of 5 chapters, each round you'll be rolling dice, adding their sum to your total in order to progress further and further down the board to the core of this volcano. You'll also be purchasing items from the shop in order to build out a tableau of abilities. And if you're able to defeat the boss at the end of the 5th chapter, then you win the game. And so this is actually a part of the new Table for One series by Bitewing Games. So if you'd like to learn more about the game as well as the series, I've included a link to the campaign in the description below. Lastly, if you enjoy content like this and would like to see more in the future, please consider subscribing. And with that, we are ready to begin. So if you'd please direct your attention to the center of the table, we're all set up here for a solo game of Rolling Deep, A Journey to the Center of the Earth. Welcome to the volcano. And so like I was mentioning, in this game, you play as a trio of adventurers, and they are each represented by these 3 dice. First, we have Sadie Snake Eyes. Next, we have the red die, who is Sir Pipsqueak. And finally, the purple die is Gary. Gary is Sadie's accountant. And over the course of 5 chapters, we are all going to work together to try to progress further and further down to the core of this volcano. Now, in general, each chapter is played over the course of 3 rounds, which means the entire game is comprised of at most 15 rounds if you're able to get to the end. And each round, we'll be rolling these 3 dice and adding their sum in order to reach the round's target score, which for the first round is just 6. Not that much, considering the scoreboard goes all the way down to 60 technically. In addition, we'll also be gaining potions, which will allow us to reroll our dice. We'll be acquiring money, which we'll need in order to purchase items from the shop so that we can start building out our tableau of abilities. And each chapter ends with a boss round, where a boss's ability will come into play, which we'll actually know from the start of the chapter so that we can mentally prepare. So in the 3rd round of chapter 1, our boss here is not going to allow us to re-roll the purple die. And again, as we progress through these 5 chapters, our target score is going to get higher and higher. But if we're able to survive all the way to the 5th chapter and defeat the final boss, then we win the game. However, if ever we are not able to reach the target score of a particular round, then we lose. And that is the general idea as to what we're going to be doing in this game. Now, as for the specifics, I'm going to be teaching the game as I play it this time because it'll be easier for you to understand and you'll probably have a good grasp of it after about 2 rounds. So otherwise, I think we are ready to get started then. So just so you know, I start the game with 3 coins as well as 3 potions and a red scroll, which specifically adds 5 to the score. This is a one-time use scroll that basically helps get us out of jail for free. So if ever we're in a bind, we can use that one time throughout the game to just add 5 to our score. All right, so let's go ahead and start with the first round in chapter 1. And again, for this first round, our target goal is just a score of 6. Not too bad, but also we don't have any tools to our disposal besides this +5 scroll. So it could potentially be difficult, we'll see. Now you'll always start each round in the adventure phase, and during this phase, you'll roll all 3 of these dice. Now, these dice have values that range from 0 up to 2 at most, and as you can probably tell, the die faces are customizable. Some die faces, such as the purple 0 over here, also gains you items such as potions. The green die face over here gains you a coin. So these are just some other things that you can gain besides just adding values, but let's go ahead and roll these dice now into our volcano dice tower. All right. After rolling, you are now going to add the sum of your dice. And this is pretty bad, I will admit. We have a 0, we have a 1 and a coin, which is decent. And we have Sir Pipsqueak's face over here, which in the case of any of the face sides, these are just 0. Some cards in the game, it may give you an effect that activates when you roll that die face, but for now, those are 0. So we have 2 options. We can either score this roll, adding the sum to our score, which will just be 1 and a coin, or we can choose to try our luck by spending a potion to re-roll a single die, which I think I'm going to do. So I'm going to spend 1 potion to re-roll just the red die, because you can only re-roll 1 die doing this. Hopefully I get something else. Okay, I got a 1. That's great. Now, if I'd like, I could choose to continue spending potions to reroll a die. However, the first time you do it costs 1 potion. The second time you do it costs 2 potions. And after that, each subsequent time you choose to reroll before scoring, it costs 3 potions each. Now, one thing to note is that this is a prototype copy of the game, so a lot of things have already changed for the final version, including the scoreboard. This track in particular is going to look different for the final version of the game, so if you're watching this after the fact and you're a bit confused as to why my board looks like this, it's because this is an earlier prototype. Now, each round, you'll be able to roll your dice and score them up to 3 times, which means even if I were to score this right now, I will have 2 more opportunities to roll these dice. So I don't think I'm going to spend any more potions because I only have 2 left. So now I'm going to score this result. Now, anytime you choose to actually score your dice, you actually reset your luck tracker here. So next turn, the first reroll will cost 1 potion again, and now I'll score the dice. So first I'll gain any bonuses from the dice, which in this case, it's a single coin, and then I'll add my total to my score, which in this case, it's just 2. So I'm 2 up on the scoreboard right now. Of course, my goal here is 6. And finally, I'll flip over one of my sand timers. Now, as long as I still have face-up sand timers, then I'll reroll these dice and I'll continue again. But just so you're aware, in future rounds, as soon as I have cards in my tableau, there'll be a lot more to resolving the adventure phase than just adding the sum of your dice. But for now, let's go ahead and reroll these dice. I'm hoping to hit that target of 6. Oh, this is great. This is amazing. Okay, we're definitely keeping this. No coins or potions, but I'm definitely scoring this. I'm not going to reroll anything, so this is a total of 5. So I actually go up to 7 and boom, I actually hit my goal kind of early, which is great. There is no bonus for hitting it early, by the way. But once your marker either reaches or exceeds the target, then the adventure phase ends. But again, if ever you run out of timer tokens and you hadn't at least reached your target, then you lose the game. So now we're going to move on to the next step of the round, which is gaining a reward. And this is going to be dependent on what round you are in. In the first round, we'll gain 3 coins. The second round, it'll be 5 coins. And in the third round, you'll get to draw the top card from the discovery deck, which will gain you some sort of a bonus. Always great. So since we are in the first round, we gain 3 coins. I'm going to take a 5 and give back 2. So now we have 7 coins to spend, which is amazing. After the reward step, then we move into the next step, which is gaining interest. So we're still gaining more stuff here. As you'll see later, some cards in the deck have this flying pig symbol, which represents interest. And those cards activate during this step. We don't have any right now. So we'll just do the default interest, which is gaining 1 coin for every 3 potions, or 1 potion for every 5 coins. So you get to decide what you'd like to take. Seeing as we only have 2 potions, we cannot take any coins for that option. So we're going to take 1 potion for every 5 coins, which is a total of 1 potion. Once that's done, then we move into the very important shop step. During this step, we're going to draw 1 card from each of the top of the 3 decks here, and then we can choose to purchase any of the cards that we draw. So these item cards look like this. There are, I believe, 5 different types. Now the cost is the number at the top right-hand corner of the card. And some cards will go into your tableau, some cards you'll resolve immediately. So starting with cards that have this bag symbol, these are consumables. When you purchase these cards, you just do what it says at the bottom and then you discard the card. So in this example, this consumable will allow us to add 1 mushroom to each row with none. Now, a major part of this game is this tableau. The tableau is comprised of 4 different results rows. And basically each turn, whenever you decide to score your dice, the sum of your die values is considered to be your results. And when totaling your score, you'll first refer to the results row of the sum of your dice. So as an example, last turn I rolled a total of 5. If I had any cards in this 4 to 5 row section here, then I would get to resolve them depending on what they are. And what mushrooms do is when adding a mushroom to a row, you're going to place it literally next to the results row. And when resolving its row, you're going to add 1 point to your score for each mushroom that's there. And then you'll destroy 1 mushroom. So these mushrooms add points to your score when resolving its row. In addition to consumables, you'll also see books amongst the cards, and these allow you to replace a die face on that specific die with what's shown here. So in this example, if I were to purchase this card, I could remove this 0 on the green die as an example and replace it with a 1, and we have all of those die faces off screen. Just so you're aware, whenever you resolve these cards, you can never remove the face sides. Those are always going going to be on these dice. And the third card we drew is a form of equipment. And equipment has this gear symbol at the top left-hand corner. Equipment cards are the cards that you actually add to your tableau when purchasing them. And you can choose which row to add them to. The only thing is each row has a maximum number of equipment cards they can hold. So the 0 to 1 results row can hold up to 4, 2 to 3 only 3, and then it gets lower and lower until you hit the 6 and above, which can only hold 1. Now equipment also comes in 4 types. There are cards that have that flying pig symbol, which only activates during the interest step of the round. There are also some pickaxes that you'll see here that are sort of ongoing abilities. And in the case of this card, there are also wands, which activate specifically when resolving that results row. So in this case, depending on which row I assign it to, when that results row scores, you actually add +4 to your score. So this is a super strong item, and it's kind of wild that we drew it in the first turn of the game. It's also quite expensive. If I were to purchase this, it would require me to spend all of my money, but I think it would be a big mistake for me to not take this. So I'm gonna buy this one card with all of my money, and I get to decide where to put it. I think the most likely roll we're gonna get right now, between now and like the next couple of chapters, is 2 to 3, or at least in chapters 1 and 2. So I'm gonna place this here, which means anytime my result, my total sum on my dice is 2 or 3, I get to add +4 to that result. So that's amazing. Any other cards you didn't purchase will go into their corresponding discard piles. And if I had more money, you actually have the option of drawing and purchasing additional cards from the shop. However, you have to pay coins to do so. So the first time you want to do this, it costs 1 coin, but you'll be able to draw 1 card from each stack. If you decide to do it again, it's going to cost 2 coins. If you do it again, it's going to cost 3 coins, all the way to a max of 5 coins each time you want to do it. But keep in mind that the cards in the discard will never get reshuffled into their decks. So if you run out of cards in these decks, then you'll just have fewer cards to choose from. Seeing as we are out of money, we are going to end the shop step here and finish the round by advancing. During this step, you just reset all trackers as well as your score, and we prepare for the next round, which instead of having a goal of 6, it increases now to a goal of 7 on the scoreboard. And it might also be a good time to start considering the boss's effect. In the final round of each chapter, the top boss card's effect will come into play. So in the next round, we are not going to be allowed to re-roll the purple die. In chapters 1 through 4, the boss cards will have the miffed side showing, so they're just a little miffed, you know? But in the 5th chapter, that boss is going to be angry, so it'll have the red side face up. But you know, that is a later us problem, so let's go ahead and jump straight into round 2. I think I'm feeling pretty good about how the first half of the game is going to go because we have a really good wand in our tableau, admittedly. So let's go ahead and jump into the adventure phase. Let's roll these dice. I don't have any money, but I have potions and confidence. Okay, so this is a sum of 4, which is hilarious because I'm not actually going to be able to use my wand, but it's still great because our goal is only 7. I'm going to score this. So first, I gain a coin from the supply, so now we have a little bit of money. Then I'm going to add up these dice, which will give us our result for the results row that we would activate. So in this case, its total is 4. Now I don't have anything in my results row for 4 to 5, but if I did, then I would be able to refer to those cards and add their effects as well as any mushrooms there. But since I don't, then it's just gonna be a total of 4. So we need 3 more to hit this target. All right, let's go ahead and flip over one of these timer tokens and we'll roll again. Here we go. All right, so this is a 3. This is perfect because we're going to be able to activate my wand. So I'm going to score this. It's a total of 3, which allows us to refer to our 2 to 3 results row here, in which I have a wand. And it says when this result scores, it's +4. So this is going to be actually a total of 7. We're going to go all the way to 11, which means we've exceeded our target. And that ends the adventure phase. Now, just so you're aware, we did gain a very strong item at the beginning, so we are probably going to sail through a couple of these earlier rounds, although the total is going to get higher and higher as we progress through the chapters. But a big part of this game is in finding those very strong sort of combos for building out your tableau. So this is not necessarily unusual. On the other hand, it is also possible for you to not find a great item at the start, which can potentially lead you to an early loss. But again, if at any point we need to use it, we do have this red scroll that gives us +5 to our score, which of course we're not going to need right now. So that ends the adventure phase. Let's gain our reward, which in the case of this round is 5 coins. Then we're going to take our interest. Do we want 1 coin? Because we now have 3 potions, or do we want 1 additional potion? I think a coin, because the more money you have early on to purchase items, the better. All right, so now let's shop. So I'm gonna draw 1 card from each deck, and now we have a couple of other things. So first, we have another consumable, like we mentioned. This is a one-time use thing. It costs 3 coins and immediately gets us 2 potions from the supply. We are not gonna buy that with our 7 coins. We also have the option of purchasing a pickaxe. So just like the wand, the pickaxe is a type of equipment that must be assigned to your tableau. But unlike the wands, which only resolve if you resolve its results row, pickaxes are ongoing abilities that are always active. So specifically, this pickaxe gives us +1 to each roll with 2 dice showing the same number. That could be good or bad. And then finally, we have a torch, and torches activate at the start of each round. So wherever I place this, because this is still a form of equipment, at the start of each round, I'll place 1 mushroom in that row. Maybe I might want to buy this torch because I don't know about spending all my money right now. And it's 5 coins plus it's a torch. So let me buy that one. So this is the red and this is the green. So I'm going to spend 5 coins. I'm going to buy this torch, but where do we put it? Ooh, I don't want to just fill this row with equipment, but am I counting on really rolling 0 or 1? I guess it's not bad because my dice are not particularly strong right now. So if I'm able to accumulate mushrooms in this results row and I happen to roll really poorly one round, then at least I'll be able to add those mushrooms to my score. So I'm going to assign it there. All right, that is it for the shop step. So let's go ahead and advance. So let's flip this over. And I'm going to reset my scoring token. And now we are going to move into the final round of chapter 1, which is not only a target of 8, but also the boss card is now active. So during this round, we are not allowed to re-roll this purple die. But during the reward step, we get to draw a card from the discovery deck, which is nice. All right, let's go ahead and go straight into adventuring. I'm not too worried. Okay, now I am a little bit. Oh, actually, no, because of my wand. Okay, I'm going to score this. So it's 2. I'm scoring this results row, which adds +4 for a total of 6. Oh, but before I do, at the start of the round, I'm supposed to add a mushroom to this row. You cannot forget those torch abilities. Okay, so that was a total of 6, right? Oh my gosh, we're going to blast through these early rounds. So let's roll these dice again, flip over the time token, and let's see what we get. Oh, this is 0. Wow, and I can't re-roll this. That's so funny. All that talk, I talked so highly of what we had going on, and then we rolled a 0. That's fine. It's not a big deal because I could keep this roll and basically just score 1 point because again, when you resolve the results row, you'll score 1 point for each mushroom, but then you must destroy 1 mushroom. So I would have to destroy that single mushroom. Or I could spend a potion and re-roll something that's not the purple die. I'm going to do that. Oh, do I need to do that? Because let's see. If I spend a potion to re-roll this die, okay, it's a 0. But just so you're aware, we have 2 1s and 2 2s, and then that face again. So I'm either hoping for a 1, which would be the same thing, and I'm down a potion, or I'm really hoping for the 2, in which I would just end it. But I do have 1 more turn. Should I just resolve? Should I just do this? I'm just going to keep it. I'm going to keep it. I'll score this, so at least you know what the mushroom looks like. All right, so our result is 0. Not good. Let's refer to our 0 to 1. We have a mushroom here, so we'll add 1 to our total, and now we must destroy it. Because even if you have 5 mushrooms there, you just destroy 1 whenever you score the mushrooms. And then that's it, because there are no wands in this section. I have no other items that's going to help us. So we must go again. We are 1 away. We need 1 more point to get to that 8. So let's roll these dice. Okay, this is fantastic. So I'm going to keep this. I'm scoring this. I get a coin and a potion. So now I'm at 4 potions and 3 coins. And then my results is 2. So I'm going to resolve this, adding 4 to my score to a total of 6. So 7 plus 6 is 13. We have now exceeded the target, so we get to continue. Let's move to the reward step. And again, in the final round, we get to draw a card from the Discovery deck. Sometimes these cards will give us an option for things, but this one doesn't look like we have an option. This says we gain 5 coins and gain interest from coins twice, then from potions once. So first we gain 5 coins. Let's take that now. And then we gain interest from our coins twice. And again, that's 1 potion for every 5. So we'll take 2 potions. And then finally, we get interest from our potions once. And that's every 3. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So we get 2 coins. I hope I was interpreting that order correctly. But there you go. And now this gets discarded. Okay, that was a great reward. So I believe that was just the reward. So now we actually go into the interest phase, and we'll gain a coin for every 3. So that's 2 coins, as well as 1 potion for every 5. Oh, I shouldn't have done this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So that's 2 potions. I'll take 3 and give back 1. Just so you're aware, this is very important. These components are limited. So that is on purpose. You can't take more than what is in the supply. So now let's shop. How much money do we have? 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. We have 12 coins. We have a lot. We can do a lot with this. Ooh, okay. So we have a consumable, which just immediately adds 2 mushrooms to the 0 to 1. Kind of nice, frankly. This one will allow us to replace one of the green die faces with a 1 plus 2 coins. And this is the same thing, except it's a purple die face for 1 and 2 coins. Let's just buy all 3. 5, 6, 7, 8. I'll have 4 left. Any money that you don't spend, you'll keep. So we don't have to spend all of it. But let's buy all 3. So 3, 6, 7, 8, 5, 6, 7, 8. And all 3 of these are consumed. So the actual consumable is 2 mushrooms that are going to get placed in the 0 to 1 row. So that's nice. A little bit more in the bank instead of just 1 at the start of each round. And then this will get discarded. As for these 2, you'll actually take those die faces from the supply, and I actually have a tray of the various die faces that we have in the game, and you'll physically replace a die face using these. Now, sometimes a card doesn't show a specific die. In that case, you can choose which die to change. And if you run out of the specific die face, then you can also choose a die face, which is nice. So let's start with the green die. I'm definitely going to replace a 0. And if you're curious, these are actually pretty easy to pop off. So there's that. This is permanently replaced. So one of the zeros is going to be a 1 plus 2 coins. So I still have 1 0. That's fine. The purple, I'm also going to replace. I'm going to replace the plain 0 because the other 0 gives us a potion. So let's replace this one. And now I have another 1 plus 2 coins. Really nice. All right. And then these 2 will get discarded. I'm not going to pay to draw more cards because I only have 4 coins. So that is it. That is the end of the round, and that's actually the end of the chapter. So we are truly going to advance. First, we'll discard the chapter card because we are now in chapter 2. We are further and further towards the center of the Earth, this volcano's core, but we're in the first round. So our target is 10. So let's move it up to 10 and we'll reset our score tracker. We will also need a new boss. So let's go ahead and discard this one. We'll flip over the top one and we'll keep it on its miffed side, which is the blue bow tie. And so in the third round, odd results cannot use mushrooms. Oh, interesting. So only 0. Although 0 is neither odd nor even. Am I right? Okay. And that is that. That is an entire chapter. And that's pretty much how the rest of the game is going to go. Hopefully, we can reach the end of the 5th chapter and win this game, but we will see what happens. So let's go ahead and get into chapter 2. Let's roll these adventure dice. And we have some nice customized die faces, although it didn't matter. So right now we are seeing a total of 2, which will bring us to 6. So, I always forget this. I have to add a mushroom at the start of the round to this row. Let's score this. So I'm going to take 2 coins. It is a total of 2. My result is 2. So I add plus 4 for a total of 6. So I'm really, really close to the 10. All right, let's go again. We need 4 more. 4 more, not too much. Okay, so this is great. I'm going to score this. This is a total of 3 plus 4 for a total of 7. So this goes to 13. Like I said, this is doing us some big favors in the early chapters. All right, we have met our goal. So let's take our reward, which in the first round is 2 coins. So I'll take a 5, give back 3 coins, sorry. Then let's gain interest. And I'm now realizing, I think in the last round, I think I messed that up. I think I took both the potions and the coins. I was too excited from this. So what I'll do is I'm going to give back 2 potions as if we did not score the interest for the potions. All right, so for this interest phase, I'm going to take coins again. So it's for every 3. So it's 2 coins. Okay, and now let's shop. So 1, 2, and 3. All right, so we have a pickaxe. All 3 of these cards will need to be assigned if I choose to buy them. We already know what a torch does. This wand says with this result scores, it's +2 for each time token that's face down. Oh, interesting. So the further you get into the round, or the more turns it takes, the better this card is. Okay, the torch is at the start of the round, you gain 3 coins. That's nice. It's a 5 coin upfront investment for 3 coins for the rest of the game at the start of each round. That's great. I think we have to buy that. And then this pickaxe is ongoing. Wherever you assign this, it's +1 mushroom to this row whenever you gain a consumable. Okay, I don't have enough money to buy all 3. So I think I'm going to buy these 2. So this will go out. I just don't know if/when I will be purchasing consumables. You know what I mean? How do I want this? This is counting on me needing to take it to the end. I guess I can do that in a pinch. Let's do that. So 5 coins for the wand, which I'll place here because this is the pinch row. I'm in a pinch. This one is 5 coins. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. It really doesn't matter where I put it because it's at the start of a round is when I get the 3 coins, but I don't want to, only so many cards can exist in either of these 2 rows. I'm just gonna put this one here as well. All right, and when you resolve any items that are in multiple rows or multiple types of the same item, then you always resolve them from left to right, top to bottom. All right, so let's go ahead and reset. And we're going to move on to the next round, which is a goal of 12. I have a single coin, but pretty powerful stuff. At the start of the round, we're gonna add a mushroom to this row. So now we're at 4 mushrooms here and we'll gain 3 coins. Oh my gosh, that is so good. I'm so glad I bought that. All right, let's roll. So next round, odd results cannot use mushrooms, just so we know. Okay, let's keep this. So 1 coin and 1 potion. I'm not having to re-roll like at all. So 1 coin and 1 potion, and my result is 3, which means I say hello to that wand again. So 3 plus 4 is 7. So we're already here at 7. As you can see, this is only going to be able to bring us so far. You know what I mean? But it's nice in the early rounds while we gain money to be able to buy more items for the later rounds. Okay, so this is 6. 2, 4, 6. It's nothing in terms of activating our rows, but 6 gets us to the end. So let's score this. This is wild. So 6 plus 7 is 13. So there we go. We have exceeded our score. Let's gain our reward, which in the second round is 5 coins. We'll take our interest in the form of coins. So 2 coins, and then let's shop. So 1 card each. We're getting more and more money, so we are going to get to a point where maybe we could spend money to draw more cards, but we'll see when that'll be. So we have a consumable that just adds a single mushroom to that 6 row. I'm not too concerned about that one right now. These 2 pickaxes, whenever you gain exactly 1 potion, also gain 2 coins. Did we ever gain exactly 1 potion? I don't think if we had another card that's like gain 1 potion at the start of the round, then that would be good or something. This is +2 mushrooms to this row whenever you score. Oh my gosh, whenever you score this. That is so funny and so rare. I don't think I like any of these. I just said I wasn't sure if I was going to do the thing, but I'm going to do it. I'm going to spend 1 coin to discard these cards. And now if I want to do it again, it'll be 2 coins. But I'll discard these and I'll draw a new set. And again, when you do that, you can purchase any number of them before you do this, before drawing from each deck. So here we go. Oh, the 4 to 5, a single mushroom. A zero? I don't want another zero. Let's not buy that. When this result scores +1 mushroom to each other row. I'm going to buy these two. Let's discard this. So it's a total of 6. This one is going to be a single mushroom to the 4 to 5 row. Just do that. Just why not, right? Single coin, single mushroom. That can help later. When this result scores, it's +1 mushroom to each other row. Let's place that here. That'll be really nice. So now we can start, assigning mushrooms everywhere. So I have 5 coins left. I'm going to leave it at that. Let's advance. I'm going to reset this. And we're going to go into the final round of the chapter, which is a goal of 14. But now, odd results cannot use mushrooms. So if I roll a 5, I cannot use this mushroom. Oh, and this resets as well. All right, let's go and roll our dice. Shall we? Adventure. Okay. It's a 1. Oh, this is funny. This is funny because now this is an odd result. As much as we have, oh, I always forget this. We got to do the torch stuff first. So 5 mushrooms now in this row, and at the start of the round, gain 3 coins. So I'll take a 5 and get back 2. Okay. So even though I rolled this sweet 1 to resolve this row here, I would not be able to use these mushrooms. And this would also be nothing because I don't have any face down timers. So I think I am pretty much, yeah, I'm going to have to re-roll a die. So again, the first time you re-roll a die, we're going to try to get lucky. It costs 1 potion. So the next time I want to do that, it's 2, but let's see what we can get with Sir Pipsqueak. Okay, so this is a total of 3. I'm going to score this. So 3 is our result. No mushrooms, but now we're going to resolve our wands from left to right. So when this result scores, it's +4. So that's 7. And then when this result scores, it's +1 mushroom to each other row. So that's going to be a total of 3. So it's 1, 2, 3. All right. So that was 7. So we're now at 7. And that's pretty good. So I scored that. Let's flip this over. This resets. And let's adventure again. So we need another 7. We just need another 7, basically. Okay, so I rolled a total of 4, which is good because 4 plus 6, oh my gosh, that's so funny, I'm short 1. But that's fine, let's just score it because I also get 2 coins. So I'll take the 2 coins. My result is 2, 3, 4. So I refer to this row. I have no cards here, but I do have 2 mushrooms. So it's an additional 2. So for a total of 6, I'm at 13. And then you mustn't forget that you have to destroy a mushroom when doing so. Okay, so we're gonna go, this is our last chance. We're definitely gonna do it because we only need 1 value. Oh wow, that was close. That was close to not getting it. So I'm just gonna score this because we only need 1. So I get a potion. I have a result of 1, but odd results cannot use mushrooms. So these mushrooms will stay here. But I do have this wand here, which says when this result scores, it's +2 for each face down timer. I have 2 face down timers for a total of 4, plus 1 is 5. So this goes to 18, and there you go, we've done it. So let's gain our reward. We are in the 3rd round, so I'm gonna draw a discovery card. So this is an example of an option. We can either gain 7 coins, or we can place 3 of these tokens to 1 row, and that essentially just gives you +3 to that row, which honestly is amazing. We have a lot of money already. I'm gonna do that, the +3 to 1 row. So when I score that results row, it's just +3, similar to this wand, except we're using tokens to do it. And another heads up, if you're watching this after the final production copy has been released, some of these symbols are also changing, so that might look different in the final copy. All right, where do we want to add 3 more points? Do we want to add it to the 4? Maybe the 4 row. Yeah, let's add it here. So unlike the mushrooms, these do not get destroyed. So there's that. All right, let's gain our interest. I'm going to take another 2 coins, and then let's shop. I have a total of 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 again. So that's nice. So 1, 2, and 3. Okay, I definitely don't want that. I don't want to add any more 0 die faces. A 1 plus a coin is okay. I'm spending 2 coins for it. This is great. I'm going to discard these 2. So this is +2 to each Roll. Interesting. Hold on. I don't know if I like this because this adds 2 to your roll, which will affect which results row you are going to be resolving. And I like this here. So I'm not going to purchase this. I'm going to spend a coin to redraw. So let's see what we get. 1, 2, and 3. Oh, we have a scroll. Okay. Here's the thing about scrolls. You can only have 1 scroll of each color, and we already have a red scroll. So I am not going to buy this. I would like to keep the red scroll that we have. And scrolls, again, are just cards that you would set aside, and you would just use it. This is just like not as good a version of our starting scroll. So this is a one that says when this result scores, also use mushrooms from the row above. I like that. I'm going to buy this. So that's 5 coins. Do I put it here? It's like the one piece of equipment that can go here. Just use the mushrooms up there. Because 6 is already such a high roll, you know, that you don't really need like something super strong there. I'm going to do that. This is +1 potion and 3 coins whenever you score the 3 of a kind. Ugh, I'm too scared to purchase something like that. How much money do I have? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I'm just going to hold on to it. Let's hold it. All right, let's advance. So I'm going to reset this. We're going to chapter 3. That's great. So chapter 1 and 2 have been demolished. It sounded awful. Okay, so chapter 3, sorry, first round is total of 17. And we need a new boss. So let's see what we get. Somebody who's very miffed. This boss says you ignore equipment that costs 3 or less. Oh, wow. All of these equipment. All of our equipment is very expensive. So this is basically a boss that's we're not going to worry about this boss unless we purchase equipment that costs 3 or less. All right, we're moving into chapter 3, which means we are almost halfway to the core. And we've been building and building so far up to this point. So let's see how we do. Let's go ahead and go into the adventure phase. Oh, and let's turn these over because this resets. But before we roll the dice, I did not forget this time. We can add a mushroom to this row, and we gain 3 coins at the start of the round. So let's take a 5 and give back 2. All right, let's roll these dice. So our goal is 17. Oh, wow. This is a 1. A grand total of 1. Now, that might not be bad because this will be 0, but we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Let's just score it. So this is 1 potion and a total of 1 for the results row. So it's 1 plus 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 mushrooms for a total of 8. So it's a really good starting score there. And then we must destroy 1 mushroom. So this row is really nice. Let's go ahead and flip a time token and we'll go again. So we're at 8 and we need to go to 17. So we have a big 0. Is that bad? This is 4, 6. I keep having to recount this. That's 6 plus 2 because we'll be activating this now for a total of 8. That's great. Let's just score it. We're saving up these potions for later because 3 potions per reroll is quite expensive. So this is 0 plus, like I said, this is 6 plus 2 for each face down for a total of 8. So this goes to 16. We are 1 away from the goal. And again, we must destroy a mushroom. So now there's only 5 there. So let's flip this over. If we roll a 0 or a 1, then that'll be a 4 points for that card. Okay, we rolled something higher. This is nice. This is a 4. So we get 3 coins. We'll take a 5, give back 2. And it's a result of 4, which brings us here. Oh, wow, this is going to be wild. So 4 plus 3, because this was added to this row, plus 1 for the mushroom. And you must score the mushroom, even though this is going to throw us overboard. So it's 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So we go to 24. And then we must destroy the mushroom. So that is required. But now we've exceeded the total, so let's gain the reward for the round, which is 3 coins. I'll take a 5 and give back 2. Let's gain some interest. So we have 5. Do I want to take 2 potions this time? 3, 1, 2, 3. 2 potions or 2 coins? 3 potions or 2 coins. I'm going to take the potions. So it's 1 for every 5. So I'll take potions. I might take myself later. All right, time to shop. So let's take a card from each deck. So we have not seen any interest cards yet, which is interesting, but we do have 2 consumables, plus 1 to each row, plus 1 in the 2 to 3, or when this result scores, I get a potion. I'm not too interested in this one, I think. But let's see, we have 15 coins, so I want to do this. 3 for 1 in each row. I have this, which is nice. I'm going to buy this one because why not? 1 coin for a single mushroom. Here, I'll buy that. So 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 4 for a single mushroom in the 2 to 3 results row. Let's spend a coin to do it again. So I'm going to take another set of cards. This point in the game, it's pretty nice to do it, I think. Definitely don't want that card. Because like I said, I'm not interested in adding more 0 faces or just replacing a 0 face. So ongoing ability, which we don't have right now, a pickaxe that says 1 coin for each mushroom destroyed, or from now on, equipment that costs 3 cost 1 instead. How often am I going to purchase equipment that costs 3? That's the question. I'm already in the first round of chapter 3. Do I want to buy this? It's going to take up a whole spot. I only have 1, 2, 3, 4, I have 5 spaces left. I guess let's just do it. We might as well, because I don't want to draw more cards again anyway. I'm just going to do it. It's a 5 coin investment. Am I going to do this at least 3 times? I guess I'll just do it. I'll just do it. I'm going to place it here. So now we have a pickaxe. And again, these are just ongoing. At all times, they're active. All right, let's advance. So we'll flip these over. We are now going into round 2. Our target is 20. So let's go to 20, but we start at 0. So this is going to be, it's getting tougher to reach our goal. Let's go ahead and adventure. We need to start replacing some of these die faces. See, this is not good. Oh, I did forget again. So +1 to this row. So now this is 6 and 3 coins. So I'll take a 5 and get back 2. Okay. Hopefully one day I don't forget that. Okay, if I keep this, this is 4, 5, 6, 7. I will re-roll. Yeah, I'm gonna re-roll once. So let's just try to get lucky. I'm gonna re-roll the face. Oh, actually, what are the, do I want? This one has a single 2, and this one has a single 2 also. I will re-roll, I think are they both, I'm gonna re-roll this one. So this one had a face, right? I almost forgot. I get to re-roll this one. 2, okay. So I'm gonna score this. The result is 3. So we're gonna add +1 for the mushroom for a total of 4, and then +4 for a total of 8, and then add 1 mushroom to each other row. So this gets destroyed. So I'll add this here. I'll add 1 here and here. And then what was that again? 3, 4, 8. Okay. So our first result is 8. Pretty good. All right, let's reset this since we scored it and adventure again. So we need 12 more. Okay, so this is bad. Let's now score this one. So it's gonna be, I'm gonna score this. This is 1 plus a coin. So it's a results row of 1. So I'm gonna destroy 1. Well, let's count it first. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Plus 1 is 8. Let's destroy a mushroom. Plus 2 for each face down, so 10. So this goes to 18, okay? And then we'll go again. So we are 2 away. We are now having to do all 3. Oh, wow, this is 0. This is 0. I don't want to have to start spending these. I don't have that many. You know, I have 3, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 10 is not a lot when you're only using them to reroll 1 die. So I'm going to leave it at this. I'll leave it at this. So the 0 row, it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So destroy 1. Plus 2 is 8, plus 2 is 10. So it's still really good. That brought us up to 28. But at least we've exceeded it. So now let's gain our reward, which is now 5 coins. Let's gain our interest. So I have a lot of money. So let's take potions. So I'll take another 3, right? Because it's 1 for every 5. Yeah, because I have 5, 10, 15, 16, so I have 17 to use in the shop. All right, so let's shop. So this is great. So I'm gonna buy this because we can exchange a die face on Gary's die over here with a 4. So I'm buying this. The 4 to 5 plus 3 mushrooms. That's kind of nice. Oh, can I buy them all? I'm gonna buy them all. So this is gonna be a total of 5, 9, 13. So 5, 10, 15. And I'll give back 2. I'll take 2. Okay. So starting with the consumable, 3 mushrooms. in the 4 to 5 range. So 1, 2, 3 in the 4 to 5 range. I should probably separate this out, but the 4 to 5 range is really strong now. So there's that. This pickaxe, I have to assign it somewhere. I'm just going to assign it here. So now this row is complete. If I'd like to continue to add more cards to this row, I just have to destroy a card from here, which you can do. And finally, this card allows me to add a 4 die value to the purple die, which will make it super strong. So, oh, do I remove a 0 plus a potion? A 0 plus a potion, or do I remove a 1? Because I have 3 1s. I mean, it's like, if I take a 1, I might as well make it a 0, right? Is that the math? Gosh, I don't know. I'm going to remove a 1. Might be so ridiculous. What a ridiculous decision, maybe. But anyway, the moral of this, or the positive thing here is we now have a 4. We have a 4 die face. That is really great. All right, we've shopped. Let's advance. So we are now moving into the boss round of chapter 3. Our goal is 23. And now we ignore any equipment that costs 3 or less. Our equipment is quite expensive. So this is not going to apply, basically. You're miffed for all the wrong reasons. All right, let's go ahead and jump into the adventure phase. So we really need to roll high. We didn't. That's okay. Oh, start of the round. At the start of the round. At least I remember before it matters, right? +1 to this row and +3 coins. I'll take 5 and give back 2. Okay, so we rolled a total of 3, which maybe we can keep. If we're going to 23, we want to average probably 8 per turn. This is going to give us 7, but that's fine. That's fine because we'll be able to add value to the other rows. So let's just keep this result. I'll gain 2 coins, and plus it gives us 2 coins. So that's nice. Our result is 3, so we're going to activate this row. So +4 for a total of 7, and then 1 mushroom to each other row. So 1 here, 1 there, and 1 here. Okay, I really should be making change. This is my problem. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Because again, these components are limited, including the singles. So, okay. So 7. 7 is our first turn. All right, let's adventure again. We need at least 8 or more. Okay, we rolled 0. So that's going to be 7, 8, 9 if we keep this 0 roll. Now that we have this pickaxe, the eye faces give us +2 coins. So if we keep this roll, it'll be 9 +2 coins. So let's just do it. So I'm going to gain 2 coins, and then we'll resolve this row. So it's 7 for the mushrooms, +2 for each face down. So it's a total of 9, and we destroy a mushroom. So 9 + 7 is 16. So we need 7, minimum 7, going into this next turn. So we can roll another 0. That would be fine. Yeah, a 0 would be fine. Or a 1. Okay, we rolled a 1. A 1 and a coin. So let's keep this result because we know it's going to get us to our goal. We get a coin. We also get 2 coins because we rolled the eyes. So that's another 2. I'll take a 5, give back 3. Okay, and then now we will activate this row. So 6 + 1 is 7, +2, so 9, 10, 11. So that brings us to 27. Okay, and then we destroy a mushroom. Whew, we did it. All right, let's gain our reward. Discovery card time. 7 coins. Oh, or an additional turn. That's amazing. Definitely the turn. You want the time. So there are more of these sand timers. We just gained ourselves an extra turn. Wow. Amazing. That was the discovery of a lifetime. All right, I'm happy about that. So let's get some coins this time for our interest. We have 1, 2, 3, 4 coins. So I'll take a 5, give back 1, and then we'll shop. So we have a torch, a book, and a pickaxe. So again, all equipment cards that cost 3 cost 1 instead. So I feel like I'm inclined to buy this. Start of each round, +1 mushroom to each row with the least. With the least. Okay. I can exchange a die face for a 2. And this is each time I go shopping, I'll draw an additional additional card from this deck. I don't know that I necessarily want this. It's going to take a spot in the tableau and it costs 7. So I'm going to buy both of these. This is 2, so let's buy that. And that's going to be a die face there. Let me buy this first. So it's 1 because of this pickaxe. But I must place this at the start of each. I'm going to place it up here because that's where my other at the start of each round cards are. So as not to be confused. All right. So I have to replace a die face on my green die with a 2. Let's remove the 0. So now this green die is good. Sadie is strong. Yeah, Sadie's stronger. Sadie's not the one who has the +4. Okay, now I have 15 coins. Let's do it again. I'm going to spend a coin to draw an additional 3 cards, but I don't really have any more room in my tableau. I got to keep that in mind. So 1, 2, and 3. We have an interest. This is an interest card. So it's the first time we're seeing this. When you buy this card, it is a type of equipment that you have to place into your tableau. But during the interest phase, instead of gaining potions, you may gain that much mushrooms to whatever row you assign it to. Oh, that's interesting. Oh, I'm going to buy that. Whenever you would gain exactly 1 coin, gain 1 potion instead. I don't want to buy that one. I always have a good amount of money going into the interest phase. Maybe I should buy this just to be able to put mushrooms in this row. It makes the 0 good. Oh, but I can't place that. I can't place that here. I don't have space. Then maybe I can just make this row extra good. Let's do it. I'm gonna buy this. So 5 coins, and this is gonna take up the last available space in this row. And I'm also gonna buy this. So 2 coins, and it's a 2 die face for is Gary? No, not Gary. This is Pipsqueak. Sir Pipsqueak. So I'll remove the 0. So now I have another 2. All right, we are ready. These adventurers have come prepared, including the accountant. Let us advance to chapter 4. So now I have 4 timers. My gosh, we are doing so well right now. So chapter 4. Our goals are 27, 31, and 35 in the standard game, by the way. We're playing the standard game. So 27, let's kick out this boss. Oh, let's reset this. 27 is our new goal. We'll kick out this boss and see who is now miffed. Okay, we've got this boss here who will not allow us to re-roll the green die. The green die will be what it is in that last round, and then we'll reset this. All right, we are all prepared for this penultimate chapter. Super strong tableau, I will admit. I'm not too concerned. I think we'll be able to get through this, but we shall see. So let's go into the adventure step. But first, at the start of the round, all of my torches all in a row right here. So +1 mushroom to this row. Easy to read now. At the start of the round, 3 coins. So here, I'll just take a 5 and give back 2. And then +1 mushroom to each row with the least mushrooms. It's just going to be a single mushroom to the 2 to 3 results row. All right, we did it. We remembered. Ooh, so we're super strong now. So we rolled a total of 6. We're going to keep this. I rolled a face symbol. So I get 2 coins for that roll. And then my results row is this one. So it's going to be 6, 7, 8, 9. And then this says also use the mushrooms from the row above. So 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. So 14. That's amazing. But we must destroy 1 mushroom from each row. Okay, so that was the first turn of 4. Oh, we're gonna win this game. So 6. I mean, I might as well keep it. I don't have the sweet face thing though, but let's keep this. So results are 6, which means this row +2 for the mushrooms plus the mushrooms from the row above. So 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. So 12 plus 14 is 26. That is so funny. We're always 1 short. And we have to destroy 1 mushroom from each. And then this is going to be a winner no matter what, but we still have to use the turn. Oh, and we get money out of it. So we're going to keep this. So 3, 1, 2, 3 coins. and our results row is 3, which is this, we're required to use that mushroom. So 3 plus 1 is 4, plus 4 is 8. When this result scores, it's plus 1 mushroom to each other row. So I'll just take this one out that we have to destroy. So mushroom there, here, and 1 at the bottom. So 8, 26 to 34. Okay, we've done it. We've exceeded our goal. Let's gain our reward, which is 3 coins. So we'll give back 2. We'll gain interest. And now during interest, instead of gaining potions, you may gain that much in mushrooms to this row. So let's do that. Let's choose the potions option. So 5, 10, 15. So it would be 3 potions. But instead, we're going to put 3 mushrooms in this row. So now all of our rows have mushrooms, which is nice and comforting. So with our 5, 10, 15, 16, 17, 18 coins, let's shop. So we have a wand. We don't have any more space in our tableau. So if we wanted to buy this, then we would have to kick out something. This we're definitely not going to buy. I'm allergic to these 0 die faces. Pickaxe plus 1 to each roll for each other equipment in this row. Oh, this always adds 3. If I put this here and destroy one of these, this will always add 3 to my roll, which I don't necessarily want because I kind of like, it's good for me to roll the low values in our specific tableau setup. So I'm not going to buy that. I think I'm going to buy this. This was a mistake. I'm going to buy this. So it's 7. 7 for the wand. I'm going to destroy this pickaxe. So this is going to get discarded. I wasn't really buying anything that costs 3 equipment-wise. So this slides down, and I'm going to place this in its place. So now whenever I score the 4 to 5 results row, I add 2 mushrooms to another row. So let's play a coin just to see if we can find any consumables. Oh, what? Oh, I can't buy any more equipment. My equipment's so good. I'm not gonna buy this. This would have made the eyes give +1 to a result. I'm basically looking for consumables now. Do I have a 0 on this screen? I don't. So, do I have a single 1? No, I don't. I'm gonna not buy that either. Destroy all mushrooms, then add +1 mushroom to each row. I have so many mushrooms. I'm just gonna leave it at that. Do I want to spend another 2? I'll do it. I'm gonna spend another 2. I just want to see what we can find. I want consumables. So 1, 2, and 3. Ugh, this is destroy all mushrooms and add 3 to each row. That'd be great if I didn't have so many, you know? I don't want scrolls cost 3, so I don't want to do that. And then I'll do this. I'm going to spend a coin to add 1 single mushroom to 0 to 1. Okay, that's that. All right, time to advance. So let's flip these over. We're going into round 2. Our goal is 31. Let's reset down to 0, and we'll reset this token. All right, so next round, we cannot reroll green, but for now we can. So we want to get 31. So now we're averaging 10 or 11. So I have a total of 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Let's just do that now so we don't forget. We must destroy a mushroom. So we'll do that. And then when this result scores +2 mushrooms to another row, where to put it? Well, we want to average 10 or 11. This row is already doing that. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. This one isn't necessarily. So maybe we'll add 2 to this row here. So now there are 5 mushrooms here. Yeah, let's do that. All right, let's flip this over and we are going to roll again. Let's see. Okay, so this is a 5. Let's keep this. So 5 is this row, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, which brings us to 22. And we destroy a mushroom. +2 mushrooms to another row. Let's just add it to the 6+ row. I don't know. Let's do that. All right, that was turn 2. Oh, I guess we don't have to average 10 or 11 now that we have an extra time token, but it's fine. Okay, so we're at 4 again, plus a coin. Let's score that. Take the coin, and we'll score this row. So 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So we go to 31. Oh, we hit it. We hit it exactly. But of course, we must destroy a mushroom, and then we'll add 2 to another row. Let's add 2. Let's add 2 to the 0 row because it's getting harder. Okay, we've met our goal. This was the second round, so we'll get 5 coins as our reward. We'll take interest, and oh, do I want to do this again? It says May, 5, 10, 11, 12, 13. I'll take it in potions this time because that was kind of scary. I'm going to take it in potions. And now we shop. So I have 13. 1, 2, and 3. Ooh, I'm buying this for sure. So that's 3. I don't want to buy any cards that just give me an additional card option during the shop phase. And I don't think I have a 0. Oh, I guess a 1 plus a potion is not bad for 2 coins. Let's just do that. So I'll buy these 2 for 5. That's going to be this die face for the red die and this one for the purple. So let's remove, I'm going to remove one of the ones for the red because again, you cannot remove the actual face side. Even if you hate it, it's going to stay there. And then this one will use to remove a 1 because our zeros are long gone, right? All right, there's that. Very good. I have 8 coins left. I think I'm just going to leave it at that. I'm going to move on. We're going to advance. So let's flip these over. And now our goal is 35. So let's reset our markers going to 35. And this is the very end there. And now our miffed boss over here is active, so we cannot re-roll the green die. So let's start the round. This time I've remembered to activate these torches. So +1 mushroom to this row. We get +3 coins. So I'll give back 2. And then +1 mushroom to each row with the least mushrooms, which is going to be this one. If I were to get rid of oh, do I not have enough? I'm going to make change. If I were to get rid of an equipment card, I think it would be that one. Truthfully. So there's that. I think early on, this is great because sometimes like all your rows are empty and then you would just get +1 mushroom to all of the rows, but I think it's a bit late in the game for that. All right, let's go ahead and adventure. Gonna roll these dice, and again, our goal is 35. We need an average of probably 9. So this is our 1, which is not bad to activate because we have 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 mushrooms right there. Let's do it. So 2 coins. It's actually 6 coins because of these 2 faces because I'm a pickaxe. So I'll take a 5 and a 1. We're living in a land of bounty. So 1 plus 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. 12. I'm going to destroy a mushroom. Okay. So there's that. Let's flip this over and we roll again. We're going to get 35. So we are at 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, which means we activate this row. I don't think I guess we've activated this maybe once. Let's just do it. So 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, plus the mushrooms from the row above. So 12, 13, 14. So 14 plus 12, that's 26. And then we destroy a mushroom in each. All right, let's go for another turn. And now we have 4 plus 3 coins. And it's interesting because with this result, it wouldn't be enough. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. We would be 1 short. Let's just re-roll a die. Can't be this one, so let's re-roll purple. I'm gonna spend a potion. We have so many potions, so we might as well. I'm hoping for a 2. Oh, there you go. Wow, we're getting so lucky in this game. So 2, 4, 5, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So this is 9. We go to 35, and then we also get a coin. So there's that. All right, and finally, +2 to another row. I'm gonna add them to this row now that we have no more mushrooms here. So now there's a total of 5. Okay, we've hit our goal. Let's gain our reward, which is a lovely discovery card. So this is 7 coins, or the next equipment you gain. Oh, it has a +1 equipment, which basically you get to add an additional equipment to a row. I'm just gonna take the 7 coins because we are like at the very end of the game here. So I'll take 7 coins and let's gain interest. And I think, what do I want to do? 5, 10, 15, 20, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So 25. So that'd be 5 mushrooms to this row. I'll do that. All right, time to shop. And again, I'm looking for consumables. Hey, this is nice. I'm gonna buy this 6 coins and Do I? Yeah, I guess I'll buy this. Another 3 coins. And I'll buy that. That's a purple scroll. It lets me set the green die to any side. So 2 coins. So I'll pay 5, take back 3. I still have quite a bit of money, but I think I'm going to leave it at that. So the scroll I'll just keep to the side for any time I need it. And then this I'll place 4 mushrooms here. And I'll give back 1. And then this one, this is a 2 and a coin die face. So I'm going to remove a 1 plus coin die face and replace it with that. Ooh, that one really popped off. All right, that's that. So we have defeated the boss in chapter 4. Let's go ahead and advance to chapter 5. So this is going to be the final chapter in the game. Let's discard this. And now our goals are 40 to 50. So much higher. I think we can get there though, because we have a really, really good setup here. So for the first round, the goal is 40. Let's go ahead and reset that. We're gonna reset this. And now we have a final boss. This time the boss is not miffed. They are angry. So it's a red side up. And for our boss, it says do not score results 0 through 3. Wow, that's bad. That removes these 2 rows entirely. Okay, this is going to test us so much because the way that I have set up the tableau, I tried to make it so that every row was sort of versatile, but you kind of need them all, you know what I mean? So I don't know. We'll see. I thought this was going to be guaranteed, but we will see what happens when we get to the final boss, because again, you do not win the game until you defeat the final boss round in this 5th chapter. So let's get into it. These are the final rounds of the game, and I'm going to start with the start of round. So 1 mushroom to this row, 3 coins. So I'll take 5, give back 2, plus 1 mushroom to each row with the least mushrooms. It's just this one. Such regret. All right, let's roll these dice. We need 40. 40 is our total. So we have a grand total of 3 actually. So with 3, that's going to be plus 10. So 13 plus 4, that's 17. That's not bad. I don't want to spend these just in case I need them for that final round. Let's just do that. So 2 coins, 3, plus another 2 because of this. So 5 really. 5 coins. 3 plus 5 is 10. No, sorry. 3 plus 10 is 13. Plus 4 is 17. So 17 plus 1 mushroom to each other row. Oh, I need change. I will give back these 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay. And then it's plus 1 mushroom to each other row. So 1 here, here, and here. All right, that was turn 1. Let's go turn 2. So we need like 20 something. We have 2, which is this. That would be 10, 11, 12, 16. 16 plus 17. What is that, 33? That's not bad. Let's do it. So I'll take a potion. And then we already did the math. So it's 16, 17. So we go to 33. And then, actually, sorry, minus 1 because I was supposed to destroy a mushroom. So I'll destroy 2 of them. I'll leave the 5 there plus 3. I hope I've been destroying mushrooms properly because I've been benefiting a lot from them. Then plus 1 mushroom to each other row. So 1, 2, 3, and we begin again. So now we need just 7. 7 more. So this is 3 and the face, which brings us back here. So let's just do it. So it's another 4 coins. So I'll take a 5, give back 1. And then this is a total of 3, which is here. 3, 4, 5, 6, plus 5 is 11, plus 4 is 15. So we definitely got there to 47. Okay, so destroy a mushroom, and then 1 plus 1 to each other row. So let me just take some change for this one. 5, and then we'll go 1, 2, 3. Okay. All right, so we've hit our goal. We'll take 3 coins. Let's get some interest. Let's go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 potions. 3, 4, 5. Wow, we're in a land of bounty. Okay, let's shop. So 1, 2, and 3. And do we want the 4? Let's just buy this and this. This is not helpful. Set any amount of dice to 0. I don't think so. So I'll buy these 2 for 5. It's just a potion. So I'll take 3, give back 2, and we'll replace a die face on the red with a 4. So I'll replace this one with a 4. All right. And we are so close that I'm just going to go straight into the next round. So let's advance. Our goal is now 45, which we can definitely hit. So let's reset our time markers, and then we'll see what happens. So 45. So face. So we're at 6. So it's this one this time. Let's just go with it. So 2 coins for the face. 6 plus 5, 10, 11, 12. So that's 18. Plus the mushrooms above. So 18, 19, 20, 21, 22. So this goes to 22. We'll destroy a mushroom from each row. I might have forgotten to do my torches. So I'll do +1 mushroom here, and then +3. I have so many coins. It's kind of funny. And then +1 mushroom here. I think that might have been 1 additional point for that. So it's actually 23. Okay, let's roll our dice, and we'll see what we get. We have 3 plus a bunch of money. Let's do it, because this is the last time that we can score these 2 rows. So 2, 4 coins. So I'll take a 5 and give back 1. And then 3, 8, 9, 10 plus 4 is 14. So that's what? 14, 37? So 37. And we'll destroy a mushroom. And it's actually going to be 1 mushroom to each other row. And we'll go 1 more time, which we can probably hit because we need 8. So 3. Let's do this. Same reason. So 2 coins, 1 potion. 2, 3, 8, 9. Plus 4 is 13. So this is going to bring us to 50. We destroy a mushroom and add another mushroom to each other row. Now, it really doesn't matter for this row because I won't be able to use it, but I'll add them to these rows. All right, that is that. So let's gain our reward, 5 coins. Look at all this. I'm just gonna take potions, 5, 10, 15, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 7, 8. Oh my gosh. I got all the potions. I have all the potions in case I need to re-roll. All right, let's shop for the final time. Oh my goodness. I don't know why I grabbed the whole thing. I just feel like I'm not really going to be buying these. Oh, this is just a better version of that. When this result scores +3 for each. Oh, I'm not going to be able to use these 2 rows. That's the thing. That could potentially be really bad. Hold on. I'm going to buy this. So 7. And I'm going to kick this out. So it's +3 for each face down time tokens that gets discarded. I'm going to spend a coin to continue shopping because I really want these bottom 2 rows to be really strong. And my dice. So I'm going to buy these 2. So it's a total of 9. So I'll pay 10. Take back 1 for a 5 and a 4. Now there is no other 4, so it says I can take any other die face. I'm going to take 2 5s. Hey, hey. So the green, I'm going to kick out the 1 and the coin because we don't need coins anymore. This last round is it, you know? And the red one, I'll kick out the 1. So let's remove the 1 plus potion for a 5. Okay. We need to strengthen. I need to strengthen this purple die is what I need to do. So I have more money. So let's spend 2 coins to draw them again. Because, +2 to a row of your choice. +3 whenever you score. I don't need any more money. +2 to each roll with, these could be good. These could be good. If I replace the wands in these 2 rows, then that could be good. So I'm going to buy this. So 5, kick this out. This gets discarded. So this is now an ongoing ability that gives me +2 to each row that has 2 of the same die face. I don't need any more money, so I'll discard that. At the start of the round, +2 mushrooms to a row of your choice. Let's do that. So 10, I'll take back 3. 1, 2, and 3. Okay. This I'm going to add to this row. So I'll kick this out because there's no point in having it anymore because I won't be able to use these results rows. So I'll do that. I have 9 coins left. I'm going to spend 3 to see if I can find something for 6. Wow, I actually spent all my money. This 6. Okay, it's just 4 mushrooms to the 4 to 5 row. So I'll add 5, give back 1. And that required me to spend all my money. I cannot believe it. I spent all of my money. That's amazing. All right, here we go. We are now going into the final round. So it has all come down to this. You know, we were living in a land of bounty, truly, but as you can probably tell, it potentially could not be good enough because this final boss will not allow us to score the results 0 to 3. So we would be required to rely on these 2 rows. Let's see how well we can do that. So we're going to move into this final round, resetting these trackers. Our goal is now 50. And we go back to the beginning here, and now this is in play. We still get our start of round stuff though, so I still get 3 coins. Each row with the least mushrooms, which I think is this, gets 1, plus 2 to a row of my choice. So I am going to 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I'm going to add 2 to this row. No, to this one. Okay, let's go into our first adventure phase. We have 4 tries to get to 50. So it's not too bad. We need like, what, 13? Something like that? Okay, so we're at 5, 6, 7, 8. So we would score this. Let's just do it. So 3 coins. Here's 5. Give back 2. So 8 plus 10, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23. And that's it. So 23. And then we destroy a mushroom. Oh, I think we're going to be able to do this. I think it won't be so bad because our dice are so high now. Oh yeah, see, look, this is a 7. The 7, amazing. So I'll take a coin and a potion, technically. Oh, although we don't have any more potions. So 7 plus 5 is 12. Oh, plus, actually 7 plus 10, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21. Plus 3 because of this. So 24, 24, 47. Oh my gosh, we were just so strong. So 47, and we destroy a mushroom. All right, last roll. Here we go. It just needs to be somewhere from 4 and up, really. Okay, this is a 3. That's not enough. So we need to re-roll. So I'm going to spend 1 potion to re-roll this purple die because it has to be a 4 or higher. Okay, here we go. So 2, 4, 5, plus 3 coins. Well, the coins don't really matter anymore, but there's that. I have 5 plus 5 is 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18. We only needed 3 more. So what is that's like way past the scoring tracker. All right, let's destroy the mushroom because rules are rules. And that is it. We demolished this chapter all because of that first wand. Whatever that first wand was that we bought, we ended up discarding it eventually. I think whatever that one that gave us plus 4 to the row, which I can't find now, but that really set us up for success because we were able to sort of handily defeat the first couple of rounds. We were able to amass a ton of money and just, it sort of snowballed into this really, really powerful combo of cards. Now again, this is a prototype and they are still adjusting some of the cards, but one of the characteristics of the game is in trying to find these combos and sort of pummeling your way through this volcano. And each time you play the game, you'll also see a different combination of bosses. You'll experience, we only drew a few of these discovery cards, but these are really, really strong, as you can see. One of them gave us that extra time token, which is huge. On top of just giving you a ton of money. This one lets you freely rearrange your equipment, or this one just gives you 7 potions. I think that the time token one was amazing. And it seems like, is that the only one in the deck? That might have been the only one and we happened to find it. Just having a 4th turn to be able to roll your dice was huge. And we only saw 5 of these bosses, but just so you can kind of see what other ones there are here, this boss says each reroll costs 3. So instead of the scale 1 up to 3, it's all of them cost 3. The angry side is you may not spend any potions, so you cannot reroll whatsoever. The angry sides are really strong. So destroy equipment each time you roll or reroll. Oh wow, that's really bad. You may not score more than 20 per turn. Oh wow, that's That's really bad. Before you resolve the torches at the start of the round, destroy all but one equipment in each row. So as you can see, there is a wide variety of bosses as well. And once you won a game, then you get to open this secret box that contains a series of achievements you can play through, as well as additional content. And there you have it. That is a solo gameplay of Rolling Deep. Now, again, this game is currently on Kickstarter. So if you'd like to learn more about the game, as well as the Table for One series, I've included a link to the campaign in the description below. If you have any questions about anything that you saw here today, please feel free to leave me a comment down below, and I'll try to get back to you as soon as I can. And thank you so much for watching the video. I hope you enjoyed it. If you enjoy content like this and would like to see more in the future, please consider subscribing. Thank you. Bye.